That's right. And we're back live on Chicano Tube, live on Chicano Street. We got a special Tuesday night edition. We're here in Chicano Street Studios. If you didn't know, let's go through some formalities. We're also going to say welcome. Obviously, we get new subscribers all the time. Sometimes they come from IG, they come from TikTok. Here's Chicano Street, here's Chicano Tube. Everyone has a voice. Let's go through some of the formalities. All right, some of the formalities. Gracias, all the day oneers. Everyone inside the members only, I appreciate that change for a little bit extra, man. I appreciate the support. All my members only been fucking with us since day numero uno. That's a fact. All the Chicano channels, all the Raza channels, and all the pages, okay? A couple announcements, and then I'm going to bring in the guests that we got tonight. And we got a lot to talk about. I mean, it just seems like ever since January 20th, it's turned into like a movie for some people. For some people, it's like calamity, chaos, and 2012. We'll talk about it tonight. 2012 is happening. Chingado, cabrón. And we'll bring in Nino America, man. America first. Different perspective because it's all USA born. A la chingada. You already know what it is. We're going to bring him in right now. Let's go a couple announcements. First of all, I want to give a shout out to everyone that's already RSVP'd for the town hall. The town hall is going to be off the chain. La cadena, psh, forget about it, man. It's off the boat. So since of course we got Nino America, we'll mention him first, making his appearance again, coming back is Nino America. Raskizi, I want to give a shout out to Rascal, the homie hangout, Rascal Reacts, my favorite reaction channel. My favorite reaction channel. Get a reaction with some sarcasm. And then you got Rascal Reacts. He's gonna be in the house. Of course, the moderator from here on out, the official moderator, Si Se Puede. He's gonna be moderating it, man. So shout out to him and Don Rafa. We had a conversation last night about Bitcoin. People didn't know right now the economy is getting so good. They're buying properties with Bitcoin now. I don't know if we're gonna get into that, but anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and bring in my brother Chicano Channels, Chicano Pages. Oh, the Town Hall, yeah. Rascal, Alfonso, Wayward Son. My brother, I appreciate you. I've been watching Wayward Son. He's been at the protests in Dallas. He's in Dallas. I don't know much about Dallas. I gotta ask Wayward Son. And as far as man, he took off on TikTok. He just blew up, man. He did a little 20, 30-second short. He went back to hang some drywall, came back 10,000 followers, 10,000 shares for giving people something that's not written. It's not written, But anyways, Wayward Son, Chicano State of Mind, my brother Peter, he's known in the industry. He's known in Chicano Hollywood, photography, the photos, quick on the trigger. My brother Peter from Chicano State of Mind, okay? And then, of course, we got Lucky Vato. I appreciate you for joining us. Lucky Vato 213. That's right, my brother. That's Lexit right there. Cholo Trucker is making his return again. And then, of course, myself. And then none other than what you guys wanted to come on. Kept asking me, bring Norbies. Bring Norbies. Well, guess what? Norbies is going to be in the house. I have one seat left. I was leaving that for maybe a black brother, Chinese, Asian, Middle Eastern. It doesn't matter, man. Everyone got the boys, as long as we're mature enough to have a conversation, period. That's always the preface, right? Is respect. But anyways, none other than my brother. Let's go ahead and bring in none other than Midland, Texas. The second, I could be wrong, Nino, the second largest oil city in the USA. The first,
baby. What's up, everybody? Let's go. Woo! Your boy went viral. Hey, God bless Mikey. I just want to, thank you. I'm humbled to be on here on your platform. I want to salute you and your wife, Christine. God bless y'all in the name of Christ our Lord. Everybody in the chat. Shout out my producer, Christy, in the chat. All my people, all my haters that are my biggest fans. I thank y'all, and let's get to it. Thank you for having me, brother. Let's go.
Absolutely. No, thank you for coming on again. It's going to be a great addition. Let's just go ahead and dive into it because there's so much to talk about. This easily could be a 3-4 hour podcast, but respectfully, you're in that central time zone, cabron. I want to respect your time. We don't want to go into work, especially the work you do, that hard ass blue collar work. I mean, shoo, man, construction work is some of the hardest work I ever did in my life. There has to be something like that, but let's get into it, man. Let's get into it. Thank you again for coming on. You heard first, let's start off with the town hall. You excited for that town hall? What do you think about it?
Man, you listed a couple of my ops in there. I ain't gonna lie, but I'll leave that at that. I'm excited. Yes, sir. I'm excited about being on the town hall. I'm honored to be a guest, but I think it's gonna be a fiery, another good one, Mikey. So I'm ready. Let's go. The first one was a classic. Oh, y'all check it out on the YouTube on Mikey's channel, y'all. The first town hall, it was lit.
The thing is to me, this is the way I see it, cabron, and I believe that's why God has blessed it. Okay, it's in the name of Jesus, this is why it's happening, right? Is because we want to provide a conversation to be able to get things done. You've seen 47 now in office for a couple weeks. You've seen how much he's gotten done just in a couple weeks that they couldn't get done in 4 or 5 years. I mean, 4 years. So again, it's about who's going to get the shit done. We're going to go straight into it. But the town hall is a voice for everyone. Not everyone's going to see it your way. You know that. They've been in your inbox telling you about that for how long?
Yeah, I mean, I'm if nobody don't know, I'm a day one Trumper. I'm OG MAGA, so I've been getting hated on, and sad to say, by my own people. People with caquita brown eyes, purple lips, beautiful brown skin like myself. They are the most, I get the most worst insults from my own people. So I've been hearing the backlash about me since I put the Trump hat on myself. I actually made my first Trump hat. They didn't sell them in Midland, Texas. I was the first Vato in Midland, Texas with the MAGA hat, and I actually made it a bootleg New Era hat. So I've been getting hate since day one, but I never backed down. I never stood down. I stand for my religion, which is Christianity, and I stand for my political views, which is a conservative, and simple and plain. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go, man. Yeah, let's talk about exactly what's going on right now because, well, first off, I want to say again, congratulations for going viral. Congratulations. I mean, a million, not everyone gets a million shares and a million hearts and everything like that, but it was a controversial clip. I'm going to play something. Of course, this is a remix. This is not the original clip. I'm going to play it. And this is something you reacted to, but correct me if I'm wrong, right? You reacted to this, right?
I'm so sorry. I wish I could do something, but I can't. I don't know what to do. I'll try everything, I promise.
Yeah.
Now, that's a cold wall of persons that's behind her. I want to talk about your thoughts on Guantanamo getting filled up, airplanes flying over there, and also El Salvador saying we'll open up the mega prison, and just like everything is a deal, for a small fee, we can go ahead and house all of your guys in the mega prison. That's just two presidents, negotiating, leaving on good terms. What do you think about that?
Guantanamo Bay, I'm actually, happy. They already shipped some people over there. Check me out my big hit Facebook page, Nino America and Nino's America. I got 2 pages over there, and we posted it. They've already shipped some bad hombres there. So it's looking lovely. Trump's a man of his word, a man of business. He's done more than Joe Biden has done, in his whole presidency. Let's be honest. My wife even told me earlier, Mikey, she's like, look at Trump. He's over here answering all these questions at this press briefing. Like, this dude is not like Biden. Biden sat there half asleep. You didn't even know what the hell he was doing, and there's Trump handling business. But let's be honest, the real bosses know, right? When you run a company, you're the hardest working son of a gun there. You don't matter. You can't sit there and say, I'm the boss, I can do whatever I want. Hell no. When you're the boss and you own a company, you're going to work harder than anybody at that company. And I know because I own multiple companies and LLCs. I digress. But I'm happy with Trump, what he's doing. This clip right here with Selena Gomez, it went viral. I actually had another clip go viral. It's been a good month. I'm going to tell you right now, boy, you got a MAGA hat on, you're going to do good this year. But I've actually had some other clips go viral on TikTok. And the Selena Gomez video, I just sat in my truck, one take Nino, and I let it rip from my heart and my mind, saying, quit with these fake tears. What about Lake and Riley? What about all the other American citizens that have been unalived by illegal aliens, right? Where's the tears for those people? And so I made the video, posted on TikTok, and I just saw it started catching fire, catching wind. And to be honest, I've gone viral many times in my career on social media. So I'm not going to say it's nothing new, but really it's nothing new. But nowadays with TikTok, if you're a content creator, I'm gonna give you some game. You need to go to TikTok. Most reach, and they pay the best. So I posted on TikTok. I was in my 18-wheeler, got off early, like you said earlier about working where I work out, working the oil fields of West Texas. It ain't a game out here. But I digress. I posted it. It went viral. I think 1 million views, like in 24 hours, I think. Probably less. And then it got shared everywhere, went to X. I mean, everybody shared it. And that's the first one I did. And that was just a couple days ago.
That's right. That's right. And that was, again, in regards to Guantanamo getting full. Others, it seems like they're going to start extraditing prisoners, And you know what? Let me preface it by saying this, Nino. Maybe I should have prefaced it already by starting by saying this, okay? Brown-skinned people, okay? Of course, I speak primarily Mexican people, right? We had television stations, these anchors for 50, 60 years. As soon as they got sold out and all of a sudden, started leaning one political party, and we know, friends help friends doing that, then it came naturally out of the raza's mouth to say, you know what? Of course I'm Mexican. Of course I'm Democrat. I'm Mexican. I heard Lefty Gunplay say that. What do you think about Lefty Gunplay saying, of course I'm Democrat. I'm Mexican?
Typical uninformed voter, just out there, I hate to say in Cali, salute Cali, but he's just a typical Hispanic person that just don't know no better. Like a lot of these people, there's a lot of them. There's even some grown men out there. I ain't gonna say no names, but they just spit this misinfo all day long on the internet, right? But anyways, like I said, when you hear him say that, that's just the mindset that, let's be honest, a lot of us had. I'm gonna be honest, I never had it. I've been a Trumper since day one. I've been about my money, conservative, a Christian. I listen to Rush Limbaugh. So I've always been with this mindset, and I live in Texas. I'm a Tejano. So, my allegiance is to Texas, to America, and that's all there is to it. And to my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Amen. So, a lot of people were like Lefty Gunplay. If you listen to a lot of people that are in these movements or these MAGA hatters, anybody that's somewhat of a minority, they'll say the same story, right? Lefty Gunplay only went so far in his mindset with his political game, should I say, right? Because he only went there and said, hey, my parents said, I'm following them or I'm following whatever. He's stuck there. He never went past that level into developing his own mindset and his own, thought process on politics. Now, are Republicans and Democrats, two wings of the same bird? I'm going to be honest. They are. But that's how they formed it with the Constitution and the Founding Fathers. That way, they can always be, it's one nation, but they should always be kind of going against each other to get the best results for the American people, right? Now, how it is, it's a whole different situation. But I digress. Lefty Gunplay is like a lot of people, they get stuck there. But people that got MAGA hats that are minorities, supposedly, they'll say the same thing. I used to think that. I was all my life a Democrat. I was a Mexican raza, my parents were lifelong Democrats, and I finally woke up. I finally took the red pill. They took it and their eyes opened to, the Democrat Party, how wicked and evil and anti-American they have become. So Lefty Gunplay just hasn't hit that extra step to get to that level that many of us are and, are surpassing. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I was going to, to me, it's all gimmicks over there. He's just a gimmick rapper. I think his bar level is like -5. You know what I mean? Beanie's in the casa. That's right, man. We got the homie hangout who's going to be on the next town hall meeting, giving his perspective. We're already communicating about expanding this thing over to like the Black, the Asian, Middle Eastern community. Matter of fact, even Central American. Everyone got a voice, different opinions. That's going to happen on the 12th. At 6 o'clock. I'm going to play something then, Nino. Let's go ahead and get into what's trending, what's going on right now. Well, you know what? This is what I'll do. I'm going to go ahead and bring up a video. You put me up on Inform with Anthony.
That's the homie. Yeah. Okay.
So
real quick,
tell me about him. Go.
Okay. Well, I just want to say he's been, I got to be careful with him because he is in LA. He live streams a lot of these protests. We've been going at it with these fools for a long time. Right, BLM, all these anti-American organizations, and even Antifa. So he's been covering these people for a long time, and he's conservative, Christian himself. And like I said, I gotta kind of be careful because his face is out there, and I don't want to put too much on him, but he's already pretty big out there. But he got to be careful because he's amongst these people, these riot or these rallies or whatever. So this guy right here has been, day one covering these issues. I believe I put him on my story. I interviewed him while he was live at the first LA downtown rally they had 2 nights ago. He actually let me interview him on IG Live. It's on my channel right now. We're doing some monumental maneuvers over here, but I believe that Inform with Anthony is probably one of the best journalists in our era. That's a conservative, a Christian, and he's a very level-headed guy, very professional, and he's independent. So I salute my hat to Inform with Anthony. He's a great guy and a great journalist.
Yeah, I love the mustache game. Orale. Hey, 182, that's not bad. Look at him, LA-based, and he wants to cover it all. But to me, you know what, Nino? This is just basically grabbing a camera and going down in the neighborhood. There's people that are doing that more and more often, and that's why media is getting crazy. Let's react to a couple seconds of this video with credit given to Inform with Anthony on IG, probably all platforms. Here's a stripe.com link. Let's look at this.
Look at that. You're not doing nothing. Yes, it did.
I don't know what they're doing, It's the way I get it. They're flying flags, right? He's useless. Ladies kind of checking him.
I'm recording. I'm not. Hey, he's not doing nothing.
Both rooms to be clean, right? And doing the and the dude with the fucking bag should be another female. Okay, that was wild. What do you think, Nino, about getting in people's faces? Like, there's been videos that have you seen, like the lady that she got walked up on her car by a mob?
Yeah, I actually talked about the last night with my producer Christy. We did a live yesterday, or I forgot when. I make so much content. I don't like it. I'm gonna be honest. I went and protested. I protested against the Beto O'Rourke rally that I was illegally detained by the Midland Police Department. I protested against BLM when they came to my city 3 days in a row, and I ran them fools out of my town. So I'm for peaceful protesting, right? I'm not for getting violent at a protest. When I go to a protest or when I go preach or go do a street preach, right? I know they're not gonna like me. I know they're going to try to probably attack me. I don't go with the mindset to go fight nobody. I go to give a message. And if I can live stream it, it gets live streamed, right? So I am in favor of protesting. But there's a difference between protesting and then harassing people and then obstructing a freeway. And then there's a woman, like you said in that video, she's going probably to work. She's probably a lefty, right? She probably voted for Kamala. And there's these people that she did so much for harassing her. I mean, they're berating her while she's in her car, minding her own business, right? With all these Mexico flags. Horrible, trash. And that's illegal. That protest actually was deemed illegal, unlawful assembly by the LAPD because of what they were doing, right? Threatening people, blocking the road, drinking Coronas and Tecates, and doing all kinds of weird things in the road. It's like a damn parade, let's be honest. But like I said, I seen that clip of the woman. I actually felt bad for her, and I am for protesting. But if you're going to protest, do it the right way and don't break the law and then make yourself look more like a buffoon. Because I'm going to be honest, before you play the next clip where I went viral about talking about the flags, I wasn't worried about these about Mexico and all this protesting going on. Really, like, I just got offended when they started burning my flag, which I'm probably pretty sure you'll probably play the clip in a minute. But before we get there, I just want to say I am for protesting, but I am for doing it the right way and not harming anybody.
Okay. No, I don't think let me see. I think I'm just going to go to your IG and then we could just do it that way. That's going to be a little bit better. Yeah, because the walls are just easy. All the videos are on everyone's wall, right? Like the easiest shit to do. All right, I'll go to your wall. Yeah, go ahead.
And let me just say this. Anybody listening, inform with Anthony, I'm a content creator, baby. Well, I'm an oil man, straight up, baby. I drive an 18-wheeler. I haul oil every day. I've been working the oil field for 20 years. But the point is, I make content too. I'm going to say something. Anybody listening, there's some game. He went live on TikTok. Last night we saw it. He had 14,000. He has 16,000 followers, I think, on TikTok. He had 14,000 people on the live watching. Everybody was live streaming on TikTok. But he went to Instagram, and he only had about 600 people live streaming. And he even brought up the point. So I'm going to tell you, again, if you make content, I would focus primarily on TikTok. They got the best reach. You go live. It's just way better on TikTok. And he actually proved it when he went live on TikTok compared to Instagram. And the numbers were way different. So TikTok is better. My bad. Go ahead.
No problem. No, that was a video, and we only played a little bit. I don't want to make it too long. I got clips loaded that I want to show you. I want to get your reaction. We could be here at least 3-4 hours, but we can go. I wanted to look at the one where he's basically seeing the people overtake like the freeways. But you know what? A lot of signs said. Let me see if I could put one up. I think I had them. A lot of signs say, what do you think about when people say this? When the government is tyranny, the rebellion is the law. Some shit like that. I don't know.
Man, I ain't down with none of that stuff. If you want to get involved, I mean, do it the right way. And let's be honest, ladies and gentlemen, it's too late. We all voted for Trump. Most of America spoke up and voted for him.
It's too late. It might be 8 years. Yeah, it might not be 4 years. It might be 8.
I'm gonna be honest. This is the hard pill they got to swallow. These protests will do nothing. Have you noticed? Fox is not even covering this stuff. Very little. Most people are not covering it. They had a protest in Odessa, Texas, the city next to mine, and my wife gave me good counsel. I advise every man out there to take heed from your wife, especially if she's a godly, good woman. Listen to your wife. Amen. I would have had better situations in life if I would have listened to my wife, even though I am the man and I make the final decision. Point though, my wife told me, you know what? If you post this, you're going to give them more attention for this pro illegal alien rally. She said, it's just better to let them just, peter out, just diminish. And my wife told me that. I said, you know what, you're right. I got to work up early in the morning, 2 a.m, go haul my loads. I don't want to waste my time with these people. They probably ain't going to get no attention. But if I go, it's going to be a big stir. They're going to get more attention. So I say that to say this. If you've noticed, most people ain't covering it. Trump ain't talking about it. No one's even really covering this stuff except people on the ground. So, guys, it's too late. Trump's not playing. Tom Homan is not playing. My advice for anybody out there that's here illegally, you better self-deport. Because if Trump catches you during the mass deportations, you might go to Guantanamo Bay. Oh, let's be honest. And you might even be a legal citizen that gets caught up in there. They said that they'll take legal citizens too. It ain't a game. But the point is, if they catch you in the mass deportations, you might get a 20-year ban. Tom Homan spoke about this. You cannot get a work visa. You cannot come over here in 20 years if they catch you in the mass deportation. So my advice for you is to self-deport. But again, about the rallies or the protests, I mean, there's nothing you could do about it. We spoke, we won, and elections have consequences. That's all there is to it.
You mentioned Tom Homan. So
look him up.
Yeah.
Y'all need to look him up. He ain't playing games.
He's the guy. Go ahead.
Look, I'm sorry to cut you off, but he's the guy, the main, Obama deported more people than everybody. Everybody knows this. He was the guy under Obama. So he helped Obama, cleanse the land, for lack of better words. So Tom Homan is very seasoned. And I've heard from informant Anthony. He told me when I interviewed him that ICE was being Walmart greeters for 4 years under Biden. Now the morale has changed. Now they know they can do their job to protect our southern and northern border, and they're doing it, and they're not playing games. Trump wants those numbers up more, and Tom Homan he's an animal, and he's not playing.
So the issue is what's going on social media. Maybe you've seen this. The issue is there's an issue with the word illegal. Okay. And Tom Homan was in front of AOC and said, go through the port of entry and do it the right way. Right. But there's a lot of videos circulating around saying it's not a criminal infraction, but more of a civil infraction. But that's not what the law says. The law is the law, but some people are saying it's a civil infraction, not a criminal infraction. Have you ever heard that?
Well, what I've heard is actually a federal offense once you cross that border and you put your foot on this land, coming here illegally. I mean, come on, y'all. Illegal aliens, they're here illegally. You cross the border. I made a video. You can look at it in a minute, but simple as this. My best analogy, I keep it very simple. I'm a simple man. I read the King James Bible. I speak English only, and I speak in layman terms. Let me just say something. If you are for open borders, if you are for nobody getting deported, then tonight, right now, open up all your windows. Open up your doors to your house, open up your fridge, and make your bed nice and comfy. And let just any person come into your house and sleep there, eat there, use the restroom there, and don't you question him whatsoever for doing so. Okay? So until you do that, then you could tell me something about using the word illegal alien, right? Because if you protect your house like that, we should protect our country like that, because this country is our house, simple and plain.
Yeah, I thought, Tom Homan, I thought he cited the pinche la ley, which is the law. And I'm like, well, then how could you downplay it or it sounds good. Like, I would just like it to be a civil, but anytime I got in trouble with the law, I just had to face it. And I really didn't question anything, but I come from a different generation. All right, now, shifting, something else. We're going to play a video from your IG. Which one was it?
Whichever. Oh, you wanted to play where they're burning. Hold on. Where they're lifting their flag. They're lifting their flag and they're burning my flag. That's when it changed. I said, now they're on my radar, straight up. I wasn't worrying about the Mexicans or people. Look, I'm going to be honest, okay? In West Texas, where I live at, we're flooded with Cubans and Venezuelans and others. I wasn't worried about Mexican illegals, right? I didn't even really think about them. I've grown up with them in my hood everywhere all my life. But Mikey, the minute I saw them burning my flag and then lifting up Mexico flags, I said, no, I'm going to call them out. I'm going to expose them, and they're on my radar now. Because I'm going to tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. Ask these people that lift these Mexico flags and burn my flag. Ask them who their allegiance is to. Now, of course, you can have your opinion and you can support which country you want, as crazy as that sounds. But the minute that they say that they put Mexico before America, that's very dangerous. What kind of country do we want to have where you have people that basically have allegiance to a foreign nation and they put that country before our country? To me, that's a traitor and an infiltrator. And that's hella dangerous because think about it. If we were to go to war with Mexico, what's going to happen? Are you going to support the United States or are you going to support a foreign entity? And you're on my soil? So again, this thing with the American flags being burned and the Mexico flags being lifted, it showed me a lot, bro. It showed me how people are brainwashed. And I believe a lot of the raza, they forgot their true identity through politics. I don't know what else, religion, brainwashing. Man, if they could only grasp what the true identity is, they were born in the United States. They're a United States citizen. It's a blessing to live here. Ain't nobody want to go live in Mexico. Maybe a passport, bro, but not no real oil, man. I want to live here with my people in this awesome country. So like I said, don't be brainwashed. I think it's like a psyop. How crazy is it that people live here and they're lifting flags from foreign nations, right? And they're burning our flag. And they were born here. They probably don't even speak English. They probably don't even speak Spanish whatsoever. But they're here in America burning my flag. And like I said, their identity has been stolen because imagine if they went hard for the United States of America like they do for Mexico. Imagine that, how much powerful they will be, how much more power and emboldened they will be if they say, you know what, this is my land. This is the United States of America. I was born here. My parents came from Mexico to put me here. And now I'm here with my family and my kids. We're going to softball. I work here. I pay taxes here. They've been brainwashed. Raza has been brainwashed to support a country that never did nothing for them. And the United States did everything for us. But I'm going to be honest, as an oil man, I don't need the government to do nothing for me. I need the government to get the hell out of my way. Get out of my way and watch me work. Get out of my way. I ain't a victim. My mom, my dad didn't raise me. They didn't want me. My grandparents raised me. And I made my way in Southside Midland, Texas. I caught charges. I did my probation. I leveled up from that stuff. I quit selling dope and I became an oil man. And I got my CDL. And I listened to Rush Limbaugh while I was out there in the oil field by myself. And I had my daughter. I quit selling dope, bro. I quit selling dope because I knew I was better than pushing poison to my own people. I had my daughter. She was born. And I was freaking broke in my apartment with my wife because I used to push dope like everybody else. But I said, you know what? I give up on that. I don't want to live like that no more. And when they came and got me for older charges, man, I was already a broke young kid trying to make it. The arresting police officer wanted to shake my hand because he already knew my story, that I was already a changed man, you know, changing my life. So I say that to say this. I'm not a victim. I don't claim this victim mentality that a lot of raza and even blacks and a lot of people, they do it. Oh, the government's out to get me. The white man, he's a boogeyman. No, hell no, fool. I look at myself in the mirror and I say, I made the mistake. I made the mistake, but you know what? It's okay because I'm going to do better for my kids. So I say that to say this. Don't hate the white man. Work with the white man. Some of the best deals I ever had in my life that came to my table, investments in oil wells, big deals, $1 million deals have come from the hand of the white man. They saw me and said, hey, Nino, I see what you did with your life. You changed your life. You're not a thug no more. You're a grown man and you're taking care of my niece or whatever related in the family. And I got a deal right here. I got an oil well over here. I'm going to bring it to the table. This stuff don't just get thrown to everybody. But if the white man hates me so much, then how come the white man brought me to the table? He didn't look at me through my skin color. He looked at me as a changed man. He looked at me and judged me off my morality, my integrity, my grit, my honor, how I conduct myself. A hard-ass working son of a gun from West Texas. You're not going to play with me, straight up. So that's what I'm saying. Don't hate the white man. Work with the white man. Open your mind and quit hating on your own people. All these Mexicans and Raza and all this stuff, Mexico flags, I got a real question right here. Is Northern and Southern California ever going to unite? So you want to be against the white man, against Trump, but y'all fight against each other? You live in LA and all your gangs, y'all hate each other? The blacks and browns, let's be honest, y'all fools fight all the damn time. I watch all the videos. There's a green light, man. Certain organizations put green lights on blacks. Let's be honest. So don't tell me a damn thing about me supporting my president and loving my country when you can't even get along with your own people down the damn street. You can't even get along with your people down the road. When I was in the street and I was gang banging in West Texas, I wasn't looking for the white man to kill me. I wasn't looking for the black man to kill me. You know who was trying to kill me and who I was trying to kill? Someone that looked just like me. Someone with caquita brown eyes and brown skin with a different color bandana. I was trying to kill them. They were trying to kill me. It was never about the white man. It was never about a black man. It was about my own people. Crabs in a bucket mentality. They hate you. We hate each other. But you want to get mad that I like Trump? No. You want to burn my flag? No. Screw you. How you like them apples?
Nino America getting it off his chest, cabron. We're Chicanos in California, bro, because you alluded to, California. And California is, I mean, would you say, it's kind of like a mecca, right? A lot of eyes are on Hollywood. Now we got the podcast industry because of social media. So, from my experience, cabron, and these are the people that I interact with every single day. As far as my friends, I mean, there ain't too many of them around. Okay, I name my 5 closest friend, dead, just got home from like 24 years, just got
Prison.
home from like 22 years, and the other one, they killed him. And so I'm just like a survivor, right? I'm giving you firsthand experience, still in the neighborhood, still in the community, but now doing the most and doing good, like you said, with investors, $1 million deals. But hold on. So on Chicano Streetway, this flag right here that I got right behind me. Okay, obviously it's not one flag; it's a combination of 2 flags. It's when you're in this peculiar situation, like we are, you know what I mean, and we're very proud. We're not trying to be some kind of secretive. No. Very proud people. Obviously, you've seen it, cabron. You've seen
life's a risk, carnal.
You've seen the movies. You've heard it, right? And so you know that Chicanos embrace growing up in the U.S. They wouldn't have it any other way. We're here. We grew up here. We like it. You know what I mean? And we played football. We went, varsity football and did everything and joined the Marines and joined the Army. It just seemed like there's also different perspectives of other people that believe different shit, man. I mean, flying unicorns and I don't know, but Mexicans at heart are conservative. So you see this flag behind me, and Chicanos, we don't like when we see things like this. Okay, your thoughts, and then I'll give my thoughts on the first time you saw that. What were your thoughts?
Well, I'm gonna tell you this: I only believe in 2 things: my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ and my King James Bible. So, for me, Mikey, I'm gonna tell you something. Growing up in America, I didn't know what it was to be a patriot. I never knew, right? I was instilled with conservative values since day one, seeing my grandfather and my grandmother who raised me, seeing how they operated, right? It's not until, like I said, I started listening to Rush Limbaugh, and then I saw Trump, what he did. He came down the escalator, and the things he said, I never heard no man say that in my life. The things he said on TV in front of millions of people, right? This dude right here was speaking some things that most people never hear. He coined the term fake news. This guy is a legend. Salute Trump, right? So I said to say this. That showed me what it is to be patriotic, to love my country, and be grateful that I live here. So that clip that you're showing right there, like I said earlier, bro, I wasn't really tripping on the Mexicans. But now, when they do that, and the way they're acting a donkey all throughout, the United States, it pisses me off. But check this out. I'm just a little old man in West Texas, right? You got to imagine all them country-fed white boys that you're making mad. There's a lot of patriots, Marines of all colors. There's a lot of people that served that you're pissing off with that. So when I seen that boiled my blood. Shout out my brother right here, Jesse Lopez, out there in Corpus Christi, 20-year Navy veteran. Real men that will give their lives for this country. Real men that have served, they have died for that flag. And to me, when I see people doing that, bro, that ignorance, that hatred for my country, it pissed me off, bro. But like I said, I'm just one person with a little following. But I tell you right now, many people saw it and it pissed us off. That's why I made my video when I said it. If you play in a minute, I said, you think you're gonna win us over with this? You think you're gonna make me feel any empathy or sympathy for you by burning my flag and lifting your Mexico flag? You think people like me are gonna say, oh, that's cool. Yes. Let them all come and stay with us. Hell to the no. So when I seen that, how they're acting, and how it's like a parade, it's like a parade out there. They got their little cars, this ain't F Trump, right? It pissed us off, Mikey. And I think it really actually looked bad on them. And I seen many rappers talk about it. I seen rappers, Mexican singers that came out and said, you know what? This ain't right. You shouldn't be out here lifting up this other flag and then grabbing the American flag and burning it. I think most of us can agree with that, even if you're a Trumper or if you're a Kamala supporter or you don't know which restroom to use, right? Whatever. I think most of us can probably agree that burning the American flag is a slap in the face to the millions of people that gave their life for the freedom that we get to experience every day. So when I saw that clip, bro, it pissed me the hell off. Simple and plain.
I saw that clip, and again, it's crazy. I could imagine, man, fucking me having like a flag in my hand, right? I'm leaving mom's house, I'm leaving mom and dad's house, and then, hey, ¿dónde vas? Ah, voy a ir con los amigos. ¿Y eso qué? Ah, la vamos a quemar. Whoo, shit. I can't imagine because mom's is wanted to be a citizen, just like everyone from her generation wanted to be a citizen when they came over here. And so it's different thinking. So I looked at that like, well, that shit ain't happening in front of me. But other people were in my DM on Instagram. Hey, Mikey, what's happening? Is it this? Is it that? We know, And I'm like, look, man, this is what's happening, man. It's called propaganda. The more there's brainwash zombie sheep that no matter how many facts you put in front of them, they'll go right off that cliff, file and rank and number, and not skip a heartbeat. I mean, rank and file. And it's crazy because I think it really just comes down to not seeing anything with everything has to be seen through the lens of common sense. That's what I think. But the flag burnings, I saw that clip and I said, oh no. I said, most of people DM me and said they got a problem with that.
Mikey, I'm gonna be honest. It is propaganda. And shout out Robert Diaz watching it on my Facebook. He said the cartels are probably behind it. I spoke to Inform with Anthony. He's very well informed, and he told me his connect with ICE told him that the cartel is behind a lot of this stuff. Because think about it. To those of you that support, open borders and everybody just coming here and no rules whatsoever on our southern and northern border, I'm gonna tell you something. There's something called human trafficking, and whenever you're a Trumper or you're a conservative that's against, build the wall, deport them all, it's because I've interviewed ex Border Patrol agents, Frank Lopez, one of them, and I don't even want to talk about this, but they got things called R trees. You know the word? I don't want to say it on here. R-A.
Of course.
So what an R tree is, it's when the traffickers take the women and the kids and they do things to them, and they get their underclothes and they throw it on a mesquite bush or a tree out there in the fields when they traffic them. And this is a real thing. So whenever you realize what's happening with the southern border, you wouldn't want nobody coming through there, because little kids and women get R-word by these thug, criminal, coyote, scumbag lowlifes. And like I said, if you don't know, you don't know, but we know. That's why we stand against this stuff. It ain't because we're just pro-America, pro-white, or pro whatever they want to call us. We've done our research. And people that come through the southern border, they get human trafficked, and where the kids go. But I digress. Back to what I was saying. So informant Anthony said that ICE told him that the cartel has a big maneuver to play with all this, especially with the protests. Why? Because human trafficking is one of the most, if not the most lucrative black market businesses in the United States of America, probably the world. So you think they're going to give up that kind of money and that kind of business, because we're Trumpers? You think they're just going to give it up, easily?
That's going to piss some people off.
Exactly. It's big money. But people don't think about that part. They don't think about the victims. I do for the victims, not for the criminal thugs. While some of y'all sit there and listen to these narco corridos and all these drug dealers you put on a pedestal, I say put that damn drug dealer in prison, put that drug dealer in Guantanamo Bay, and let him be there for 30, 40 years for selling poison to my people. So like I said, bro, people don't know about the human trafficking. It's real. And there are reports that ICE is saying, or government officials are saying, that the cartel has a hand to play, and maybe even in these rallies and protests. So you might be playing right into the devil's hand going out there.
Did you hear about the dude they busted in Texas? He had 30, 40 people in his home. And again, people are mad, because, they're sending 97% of the people. This is a statistic that shows got removal orders that were suspended. That's why they already knew who the first couple thousand were, or maybe even more, the first couple, maybe tens of thousands, right? They already know because according to Tom Homan, he said the first ones that are leaving are public safety threats. But they got a dude, and he looked like a straight weirdo. Do I have a picture of this dude? He looked like a straight weirdo.
My page got all the updates. Y'all follow me on Nino America on Facebook, y'all. 42,000 followers. I have all the updates. I have all the arrests. The White House is starting to give the ICE updates instead of the ICE X account. And I don't know, but the one you're talking about, Mikey, but I know there's one that was in South Texas, got busted by the Laredo police, and he was actually practicing Santeria, some kind of witchcraft, hoodoo, voodoo, and he had a trap house full of illegals, and they were watching him for years. That's a crazy situation. There's another guy, too, that got the head of the cartel. Once Trump put pressure on Mexico, he got busted the same day. But one more thing about these illegals. Oh, yeah, homeboy right here is bad. He killed his wife, that guy right there. Anyways, the one thing about some of these guys, we all know it. These people practice all this witchcraft. A lot of drug dealers, a lot of people from Mexico, let's be honest, in South America, they worship demonic entities and beings. And I know a lot of people in the comments ain't going to like this. They're going to get mad, respect all religions. My Bible says no. My Bible says that the Lord Jesus Christ is the way, the truth, and the life. And that's all there is to it. Simple and plain. The Bible says that I hate every false way. So a lot of these people that come from the southern border, these drug dealers, these cartel members, we all know they pray to these evil demons, these saints of the drug world, right? And that's hella demonic and hella wicked. And I'm going to expose it. I'm going to make more videos about that kind of stuff, and I'm going to put them on blast because I fear no one or anything or anyone but God. But let's be honest, y'all. These people are some bad hombres, straight up.
I got a cousin, and he's CBP. And like 40 days before his sister's wedding, man. And he was in his 20s. I probably when this happened to him, I think he was like 28. And he was CBP, and he would always tell me, Mike, no, that they're pulling up in vans. They're pulling up in buses. They're unaccompanied minors. They're groups of women. Everyone knows the get down. So he told me like this, when they want to protect them coming over, they'll just shoot on sight. Like you just got to encounter fire. As soon as you make contact, you just fire. And he caught 2.223s right through his body about a month before his sister's wedding. And they went in and out, and he was able to, gracias a Dios, dance with his sister at her wedding. Beautiful vineyard out here in Soledad, overlooking River Road. But that's some real shit. Now, like you said, you pissed some people off. They got drones flying over now and attacking the CBP. I want to get your thoughts when you heard that story, because like you said, when you shake the beehive, it don't go too good.
Well, let's be honest. It's like whenever you cast out a demon, right? That demon's going to do everything it can to stop it from happening. The Lord Jesus threw the demonic, the legion into the pigs, remember? And the pigs jumped over and landed in the water. So the demons don't want to go. I think America is basically like a big old Band-Aid, and we just rip that Band-Aid off. We're in the process of the healing stage. So there's gonna be a bunch of pus and filth and trash and demons and all kinds of evilness that's just fighting to stay. And that's what Joe Biden left us. He let the southern border be open, 15 million illegals, and God knows who came in. And Trump came and put law and order back, at the forefront. And like I said, they don't want to go peacefully, y'all. And I'm going to be honest, me and Jesse Lopez did a live last night, did pretty good numbers. Shout out Jesse Lopez in the chat, him and his wife. Shout out 361 Corpus Christi, Texas. But we talked about it last night. They shot at the Border Patrol, right? But Trump's not playing games. What did Trump just do? I got it on my Facebook page. I should pull it up. But he sent an unarmed surveillance plane / surveillance system out there in Mexico for the first time in history. So now the cartel has been labeled a terroristic organization. Jesse Lopez told me, 20-year Navy vet, that now they're going to be having surveillance on the cartel. They messed up playing with us. You don't play with United States citizens.
And made a law to go after them. So now they're going to go after them no matter where they're at.
Well, and real quick before I go to that plane, there's also orders that they said, I saw from the White House, that the cartel has issued shoot on sight on Border Patrol agents. So it's going to be some things popping down south. But the point is, that plane is flying and it's surveilling all of Mexico right now. And Jesse Lopez said that thing can shoot a missile if they wanted to, and it can hit a mouse crawling around. These people are going to have to go back to using pigeons and donkeys to relay messages, because Trump's not playing, and American troops ain't going to be on the ground in Mexico. Nowadays, baby, it's all over the internet. Nowadays, it's drone warfare. So if they catch them fools sitting there drinking Coronas, taking a pase, driving their F-350 at the trap storage, get ready, because if Trump finds out, he hits that button and they blow up that whole product. Just imagine when it starts happening. I think that's the route that we're going. You don't play with us, simple and plain.
I think they're going to end up filling up Guantanamo way. Guantanamo has been empty because, the last president, again, he just gave money away, held no one's prisoners. There was no strength at all. And so it was empty. And all those Corcoran shoe cages are about to get filled up. All right. Let's go back to a clip. This is a clip of in the country of Mexico. I wanted to show this. Get your thoughts. I'll give my thoughts. I know I've been forgetting to give my thoughts, but I want to get your thoughts. And I know you saw this one. They're in the country of Mexico. A lot of people don't believe in the country of Mexico. They could do the same thing. They could not want just a pinche invasion of a lot of people with a lot of different flags flying around, because I know they want to kind of attach that to the U.S., but I thought in all fairness, I just wanted to show this clip.
Tensions boiled over in the Mexican border city of Tijuana on Sunday. Hundreds of protesters hitting the streets, demanding that the massive caravan of migrants from Central America leave their country. Some holding signs reading, "Say no to the invasion," and singing the Mexican national anthem. Demonstrators accuse the migrants of causing chaos and breaking the law.
Mexico has always been a nation which opens its doors to anyone who needs it, but there are ways to enter someone's home and ask for support and help, and attacking authorities and knocking down barricades is not the right way.
Over the past week.
Okay, we don't got to play the whole thing, but you heard him say, no country likes their cities burned down, their walls tagged on, the sideshow crazy action shit. What do you think about that?
So that clip right there, if I'm trying to be clear, because I don't speak Spanish, English only, but is that clip saying that they're protesting people going to their country? Is that what it's saying in a nutshell?
Yeah, they're saying, the guy's saying in Spanish that they don't want to get invaded by a bunch of different countries.
Okay, I would say, yeah. I mean, think about it. Every country has borders, right? I know somebody. Somebody went to Mexico and got deported from Mexico, right? So you can't just go to Mexico and do what you want, or any country, and not get or get the consequences of it. And let's be honest, it's like the United States is the only people that allow this stuff. So if this person in Mexico wants to protect his country, right, and don't want to be invaded, I don't blame them. But it's kind of funny and interesting, right? I've heard that people in Mexico, the citizens of Mexico, they ain't dumb. And they don't like everybody that's coming in from Southern America into their country, right? But they could take a stand, but we can't. I think that's kind of hypocritical. But go ahead.
No. Yeah, you see, I also want to say this. The numbers have shown, I don't know, have you seen the numbers on like the ICE raids and Guantanamo Bay getting filled and all that? It actually has been less than 12% have been Mexican. And so what I've been saying also in all fairness is not everyone that's brown, they're getting labeled as raza, when a lot of the stuff you had mentioned on a previous town hall, you had mentioned people getting unalived. You went one after another, after another, after another. I mean, you went on a list, and it's a tragic situation, and my condolences to the family. It's just no one wants to talk about that. Selena Gomez don't want to talk about the pain of families crying, losing their daughter. But anyways, that's a whole different topic. In all fairness, that's not a fair shake. And the propaganda that's happening right now, Nino, is that it's all Mexicans getting targeted when it's not.
Okay, and I'll say this, right? I had said this a while back, but man, I'm an equal opportunity deporter. I want everybody gone. It don't matter where you come from. You got to go home, simple and plain. What country? I don't care, to be honest. If you're here illegally, you got to go. But I'm going to be honest. People have been brainwashed to go believe that it's only Mexicans that are illegal. And I made posts about this before, right? Like, it's not just Mexicans that are here illegally. That's kind of a messed up way to look at it, right? Oh, you're Mexican, you're illegal, deport you. You know what I'm saying? I told y'all when I started this live that Cubans, Venezuelans, Somalians, Chinese nationals, all kinds of people from God knows where are in my city. That's who I first saw and said, hey, we got a problem here. But then you see people that are easily brainwashed. Some in the comments over here, they want to sit there and burn my flag and go protest for Mexico. So think about it. They're playing right into the propaganda by putting that out there that, hey, don't deport Mexicans. Newsflash, Mexicans are not the only illegal aliens in this country. Like you said, Guantanamo Bay or whatever, there's the percentage in there is probably not even all of them. Let's be honest. The train, the Agua, whatever that one is, that's not a Mexican. Trump got him in his second day, arrested him. Biden couldn't do it. They got him in on the East Coast.
Those
He was
are the ones
terrorizing
that took over
Colorado.
the Colorado apartment complex.
Yes.
Go ahead.
He was terrorizing Colorado apartment complexes. They catch him on the East Coast, and he ain't a Mexican. So we do need to quit that on both sides. I'm gonna be honest, on both sides. But like I said, you burn my flag and you got that Mexico flag, you don't piss me off. So my antennas are up for you. But the point is, or for the people that do that, not my boy Mike or anybody here, I'm just saying now I'm focusing, right? If I'm focusing on them, everybody else is too. You're not helping no cause by burning the American flag and lifting the Mexico flag. It's not good optics. It looks hella bad on your people. But like I said earlier, people that are here illegally, they come from everywhere. So let's be fair. If you're here illegally, you have to go back to your country of origin. That's simple and plain. But like I said, people are just brainwashed to think it's just Mexicans. And like I said earlier, I think both sides need to step back and acknowledge that fact and not throw more fuel to the fire with the propaganda, fake news, or fake stories about ICE going into Chicago. That was a lie, right? For kids, freaking lies. We need to sit back, be more mature about this and say, hey, this illegal immigration situation is a big problem across the board. And it's not just Mexican citizens or people from Mexico that are here illegally. It's a bunch of people from God knows where.
Yeah, I was thinking about that, cabron. I was like, well, how do you ask, for help or assistance from a government? And it's like, but to me, it's like, I don't know if it's a communist approach or some other shit but I'm gonna burn your shit down until you give me what I want. I never heard that mentality. So that is kind of new to us too. A lot of my partners are like, hey, ¿qué onda con that? Well, fuck that shit where they're wearing masks, they're wearing ski masks and they're walking down the street. That'll never happen in Salinas. I'll tell you that. Where I'm from, that'll never happen. I could imagine these pendejos trying to walk down the Alisal, right? Yeah. Hey, do you know the city? No, I don't know the city. Yeah, it'll just be like any other city. We're going to run it over. All of a sudden, they're going to turn down the street and see about 200 Chicanos wearing all Nike Cortez, and they're going to start walking at these dudes. Hey, come here. They didn't know what they got into, man. But again, we're in a peculiar position, Chicanos, man. I embrace that American flag and I don't want that touching the ground. I honor Old Glory and have had service members in my own family as well. And at the same time, we embrace the Mexican side because the Mexican side is pretty much the blood that's pumping through the veins. And so we're kind of like a prideful people, like Italians. You know what I mean? We're prideful people. We're passionate people, God and family. But I see a lot of similarities, even though people might not believe it. I see a lot of similarities in how you see it, being unpersuaded, being not listening to no one or not even a talk show or even, God knows how long it's been since I watched the news, and just using common sense on a lot of shit.
Yeah, well, that's why my latest video I dropped, my title is, what is it? The Common Sense Coconut. That's my new name because I just keep it simple. I'm an oil man. Like I said, I speak English. And I like to be spoken to directly and clearly with no games and no jokes. I'm not a joking man. I'm a businessman. I'm an oil man. We're speaking in money, tax code numbers, that's in barrels, it's a business language over here. Anyways, but I want to talk about something real quick, what you said, Mikey, about the guys going down the streets, right? These protests with the people that are protesting for the illegal aliens, they remind me of BLM. And Inform with Anthony said the same thing. They are all somewhat connected. These rallies and protests are actually funded by the same people. That's why they look the same. So think about it, just like with BLM. They're going to the black neighborhoods, these idiots, and tearing down their own communities. So I would salute Salinas or any city that will stand up against these thugs. Don't let them come into your city and your neighborhood and ruin these stores and all these places of business because they're mad, right? Because that's what they do. They're agents of terror. They're here to disrupt, corrupt, and they got a maneuver to play, y'all. They got a playbook. It's like a communist manifesto. What is it? Karl Marx? I forgot the book that they talk about. But this is all part of their this is all parts from their playbook, basically, y'all. They want to do this. They want to infiltrate, put these ideologies that are not pro-America in the mindset of the youth, especially, and go out there and terrorize and eventually try to take over. But like I said,
The play is this, though, kind of like a football play. The play is this. They didn't get their way. And since they didn't get their way, what they're going to do, create a shitstorm, create a bunch of memes to divide, create just a bunch of hate, pump hate in you. Because what happened, just like you said, when you throw a monkey wrench in the operation, it pisses people off. Now the cartel's like, fuck it, we might as well go balls out because they're coming, you know? And so that's what I think. That's what I think happened is happening on that front. But I want to switch it back to something that came across on now. We're going to talk about the YouTube yarda. All right, we got to talk about the YouTube yarda. Something that came across the YouTube yarda. I want to get your thoughts on this as I show this thumbnail of another show. I mean, he's not a hitter. He's kind of like a low level kind of, barely getting by, kind of podcast. But he put you on a thumbnail, and when I saw it, and I'm like, we ask the hard questions right here, and you don't duck anything. So what did you think about this podcaster that had you all in his dentals, and he made a little clip like this saying Nino America is tripping on Mexicans? What are your thoughts about that? And I'm talking about the banda world.
I've been shared by many people, right? Big pages. The one my wife showed my daughter earlier, my daughter, she never like sits there and says, oh, my dad's famous, or she never gets like starstruck by anything that I do or when I go viral. But when my daughter saw who shared me, HRM, I forgot her name. My wife's in the chat. She can remind me. But when my wife showed my daughter that she shared me on her story, my daughter's like, damn, Dad, that's like one of my biggest accounts I follow. Like, she was like kind of starstruck that girl did that, right? That she shared me. I've gone viral with the latest video that Blue Devil reacted to. It hit like, I want to say all in all, maybe 4 to 5 million views in like 24 hours, maybe 48 hours. Like, I've gone viral big time across every platform, especially on Twitter. I got a video hit 3 million views on Twitter in like a day and a half. And Twitter is very hard to go viral on. So I say this, Blue Devil reacted to me. It's like a lot of people, they've reacted to it, big accounts, little accounts. And I'm going to do my reaction to Blue Devil. I actually salute him because I do respect his grind, and he's a content creator. You know what I'm saying? I do respect that fact. But I saw that he made the video about me. He did the thumbnail. I think it's hella disrespectful. Man, bro, he marked me out, bro. I made videos about Blue Devil, giving him props, being, in the middle, calling a spade a spade. I'm a businessman, and the dude marks me out on the cover. And I think that's kind of hella disrespectful. But, it's his content. He can do what he wants. It's a free country. And I'm going to do my reaction later. But I'll just say this, right? He said on the video that I had a do-rag on. And I'm going to tell you something. This is the difference between me and Blue Devil. This right here is not a do-rag. This is why I know that Blue Devil, with no disrespect whatsoever, but to be honest, I know he hasn't worked 18 hours to 24 hours straight, maybe 48 hours like some of my wireline cousins in the oil field. This is actually a gator. Someone even said in his comments, this is a welder's cap. You can use it for a welding cap. I've been wearing this for many years to protect me in the desert, from the sun and the dirt that's out here.
Like a ski mask?
Yes, it's called a gator, what it's called. But the point is, he made fun of me and said that I was wearing a do-rag. But like I said, that's the difference between me and him. He wears bandanas. I wear these. This is what a real man wears in the West Texas oil field. People that make $100,000 to $200,000 a year, this is what they wear, right? Real men, they go out there and bust their ass out here for their families. They make a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? People that have given a lot to live out here in West Texas, out here in the desert, out here in the Thunderdome. It's something different out here. You want to talk all this ish about me, all the haters? Come work a day in my steel toes. Come bust 12 hours with your boy out here in the oil field. You wouldn't last an hour. You'd be wanting a break. You be wanting a cup of water and crying about an OSHA break. So like I said, that's the difference between me and Blue Devil is I'm an oil man. I built my company off the hard work of my back for many years. And I'm not taking nothing away from him. But for him to call that gator a do-rag, I found that hella disrespectful too. But again, he don't know no better. Because if he did, man, he would know.
What about
he
the
would know
caption?
that's what real men wear.
The caption that he was alluding to. Does Nino America have issue with Mexicans?
What I have an issue with is people that come to my country, pledge allegiance to another country, but they go and they burn my flag and they lift their flag. That's the people I have an issue with. Like I stated earlier, right? I wasn't even worried about the Mexicans, straight up, until I saw what they did to my flag. So now, I'm going to be honest, I got a problem with these protesters and these content creators. They want to put their country before mine and spit on my country. That's who I have a problem with. Really, I ain't really got a problem with nobody, to be honest. I'm in Southside Midland, been here all my life. There ain't no issues down here. But I do have a problem with seeing people put my flag on fire like nothing and then lift the flag of a foreign entity on American soil. That's what I have a problem with.
A lot of those things we're going to be talking about on the next town hall. Don't forget, it's going to be coming up on February 12th. We got a lot of you thought the first one was diverse? You ain't seen nothing yet. The next town hall is going to be even more diverse, and we're going to get you're going to see Nino's going to be on the panel again. People of opposite views. It's going to be a great conversation. Don't forget that that's coming up as well. That was a good answer, Cabron. You know, they're trying to stir the pot. As far as that character goes, the Banda World, I never seen him with his hat off. I wonder why he doesn't take his hat off. I think it's looking like Montgomery Burns under there or something. I don't know.
I'm going to be honest, you know, that's why I'm growing my hair out. And, you know, because it's like my mane over here. I've noticed the most people that hate on me are, you know, usually short, fat, balding, middle-aged men. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, my hair, this bad boy ain't falling now. I ain't got no receding hairline like a lot of people. Now, I'm not saying that's hater world, but I'm just saying usually my haters are fat and balding. So, you know, take it for what it's worth. But Mikey, are you going to play that clip, bro? The one that went super viral?
No. I need you to tell me which one it is, and then we'll get some final comments in on that clip and then wrap it up. But tell me, which one is it? Which square?
Man, you want to play a fire one? Play that Deport Them All real quick, bro. That's my stance wrapped up in a nutshell. Play that one real quick. It's quick.
Okay.
Listen, my antenna and my radar, they're on my radar now because they're the ones that are lifting these flags in these cities and burning my American flag. You don't see Venezuelans and Cubans doing this. You see a bunch of Mexicans, so-called, right, American citizens that are doing this. And if you don't like this, I don't give a flip. We're tired of this shit. That's what it is. So anyways, Chrissy, this video pissed me off when I seen it. I'm telling you, if this is the way you think you're going to win us over, it ain't going to happen. You are going to get no empathy from someone like me and all my people, followers, the Patriots. We're pissed. You want to piss us off? This is how you do it. You wave that ugly ass Mesco flag in my freaking country, and then you freaking burn my flag. Man, screw you. How about that? Chris, my antenna and my radar, they're on
that one.
They don't like that one. I don't care. All right, the one that I played. No, the one that the next one, Mikey. Go back there, please.
Okay.
It's gonna be. There's two right there, the protesters. This is the one that went viral, probably over 4 to 5 million within 2 days. Imagine if I went to Africa and I wanted to live there, right? And all of a sudden, Africa wanted to deport me back to my homeland, the United States of America. And imagine if I went and I protested against Africa and I was lifting a United States of America flag in protest, saying I wanted to stay in Africa, but waving this flag from another country. How crazy would that look? How crazy would that be? That's exactly what's happening with people that are protesting right now in the United States. They're lifting up flags from different countries in protest of being deported back to those countries. Think about that. How wild is that? If you love that country so much, why don't you go back over there? But let's be really honest. Instead of you sitting there lifting up that flag from another country, why don't you lift up the flag from the United States of America and say, hey, I want to stay here. I love this country. I appreciate this country. It's a blessing to live here. I don't want to go back to any other country. And you wonder why patriots and United States citizens like myself are fed up seeing this stuff, because you're ungrateful. You don't appreciate the blessing it is to live in the United States of America. If you did, you wouldn't lift a flag of a foreign country that didn't do nothing for you. Imagine. Boom.
Now that's that. Yeah. Now, the reason that's hot right now is, again, because we're trending. It's trending right now. People are talking about the protests. Let's just wrap it up on the protests, on what's going on. Nino, is there a right way to protest?
Yes, there is. You have to. I mean, the Constitution gives us our rights. You don't need to go make a permit or nothing like that. I know California is different, but you can go protest legally whenever you want. I'm telling you, when they piss me off in my city, I'm telling you, I go. When the drag queens try to come read to the children at the library, they come get Nino America. The nice Christians that are tired of getting stepped on, they come get me, and I go and I protest. Any place that I want to in my city, I'll go jump on the sidewalk and go throw my Jesus banner up, my Trump flag, my American flag. I've done it many times in my life. You could protest any place you want. The thing is, if you want to protest, you have to do it on a public sidewalk or a public roadway, anywhere in public. That's our land, baby. So you can protest in public wherever you want, but as long as you're not hurting nobody or being violent or obstructing interstate travel or the roadway, they can charge you for that and arrest you for that. Me and my wife and a couple of Christian buddies did get arrested one time. We were preaching against a church that was serving alcohol. And this is when I first, became a Christian. And they arrested me for obstructing a public highway, low-level misdemeanor, me and my wife and a couple of buddies, and we're on the public sidewalk. They didn't know, how to arrest us, and they arrested us for that lame charge. Of course, it was dropped. So that's why I'm like, man, how do these people sit there and block the highway? They're really committing the charge. Why don't they arrest them? But I guess California is different than Texas. So yes, there is a right way to protest. You could protest any day, anytime you want, as long as you are on public property, should I say.
Yeah. Nino, prediction on the next 4 years. I've been talking about this since November 6th at midnight or 12:39 or whenever the call was made. I've been talking about it's going to be a shitstorm for 4 years, and you're either going to see it one way or another, man. The glass is half full every day. You're getting ahead every day. You're prospering every day. You're healthy every day. Things are getting better every day. Or it's looking like you got a half glass and it's just raining comments everywhere. That's my prediction on the next 4 years. But what do you think is going to happen in the next 4 years, just to kind of give people a heads up?
America's going to get stronger. We are strong. Politics got exciting again. I was kind of veering away from doing political content, but man, it's in me. I love this country and I speak up. So it's going to get interesting every day. My wife stopped watching Fox when Biden came in there. He's boring, lame, and senile. Once Trump got in there, man, now we're eating dinner and, we got Fox, CNN, whatever. We watch everything just to see what they're saying. But now politics is interesting. It's going to be, I kid you not, this is my prediction. It's going to be very interesting every single day of Trump's presidency. If you make content pro-Trump or anti-Trump, you will do numbers because there's something happening every day. I get paid on all my platforms. I make money off of this now, right? I didn't start doing this for money, but now, thank God I'm a capitalist and I learned how to try to make $1 million off my cell phone, baby. So if you make content, right now is the time to do so if you want to be political, even though I advise anybody out there to be careful with religion and politics, two things that are very controversial and divisive. But my prediction for the next 4 years, we're going to prosper. We're going to do very good. The crybabies out there are going to cry harder, and we're going to get them liberal tears and put them in our Trump coffee cups, and we're going to just sip it all the way till the end of Trump's presidency. Hopefully he gets elected again. I know they're trying to implement another term that he can maybe run. So cry about that, little libtards. But hopefully J.D. Vance gets in there. He's a strong conservative voice, a great man. And hopefully he runs it for another 8 years. But the next 4 years, it's going to get hella interesting, maybe violent with all these thugs in the street protesting. And just keep your eyes on, accounts like mine, Mikey's, because, we're bringing that hot breaking news with a good perspective. And again, it's going to be very interesting. And these countries, they've already bowed down. Mexico bowed down within the day. Canada, easily. That was an easy win. Colombian president bowed down in 38 minutes. So all my Trumpers out there, get used to how we always used to be. We used to always be in the winning mode. Remember that, y'all? We used to always be winning. And now we're back to winning all the time.
I couldn't remember the last time that the whole tariff ordeal only lasted like 24 hours.
Bro. Hey, Mikey.
I was pretty fast. I was fast.
Mikey, and these people are not business savvy, right? Eric, I got people writing me, Nino, the tariffs are going to do this.
We're actually selling properties now for Bitcoin, and we were never doing that until January 20th. But go ahead.
But I just want to interject. Everybody was crying about tariffs. If you know how tariffs work, it's kind of like Trump used it as leverage, and they folded. He did exactly what he needed to do. You think he's dumb? You think Donald J. Trump, billionaire, the people that all the Mexicans and blacks made rap songs about, the guy that was in Home Alone, this mogul in America that loves his country, right? Ain't taking a penny, ain't taking a paycheck. You think that he got this far in life by being an idiot? No, this he wrote a book, The Art of the Deal. I got it on my shelf over here, right? Next to my King James Bible, baby. Trump is not dumb. His son is not dumb. We ain't even talked about Barron. Imagine what that young man's going to grow up to be. So the point is, people cried about the terrorists, but look what happened. We actually had these other countries fold and kiss the ring of the United States of America. I call that winning.
Yeah, digital currency spiking up of some of the markets. There's some people that, again, we're just, to me, Nino, the number one issue has always been the economy. And I've always told the raza, the Chicanos, whatever we call it, Mexicans here in Salinas, I've always told them it's the economy that's going to ripple down, because when the economy was thriving, I mean, we were pulling HELOCs. I was teaching them about investing. I mean, the wife could retire, the children, the daughter's college can get paid off, the cars can get paid off. They buy second, third, fourth rental properties. But that got the brakes hit on it for years, and they were just giving the money away. And basic economics 101 just went out the window. And the same play is fuel the fire with rage and hate. And the sad thing about it, Nino, is if that's all you give, Nino, rage and hate and F this and F that, what do you think you're going to attract?
Exactly. I'm going to be honest. My trucking company, man, I did it live on Instagram. You know, back when Instagram was better, now it sucks. But man, in 2 weeks, my truck grossed, my oil truck, $30,000. That's just my one truck, me hauling oil, $30K in like probably 10 to 12 days. Easy money. My truck will make $2,000 gross a day under Trump. Now, many of my friends are hurting. Even me, I'm not doing the best, you know, with the rates the way it is with Biden being in there. But thank God I survived. My company's been, you know, going for more than 5 years, and we're doing good. I can't complain. But I'm just saying, under Trump, boy, we were balling. Under Biden, we were falling. And now we're back under Trump. So I said to say this. Many people in the oil field, I know somebody, they don't even really like Trump, right? You know, they're still, you know, in their mindset, thinking a certain way. But who'd they vote for? They voted for Trump. Why? Because they work in the oil and gas industry. They will be a fool to sit there and vote against Trump due to them where they work at. Now, many people will say that the price of a barrel of oil is higher under Democrats. That might be true. But like I said, I experienced it. I saw the numbers, my CPA, my taxes, everything I did, my profit and loss statement. I made more money under Trump than under Biden, simple and plain. And the thing is, I know many people are in the same boat, and many people open their eyes about how they did under Trump and compare that to how they did under Biden, simple and plain.
I want to help, and this is what I do every single day. I think I got my mom's heart. That's why I want to help as much as the raza as possible. So, you know, I don't speak business on here. It's YouTube Landia. You know what I mean? We debate, we talk shit. Sometimes we get into chisme. We have good conversations like we did tonight, but I don't really get into business. But I've been working mostly with investors, man, with the last couple of years, and they pretty much just move around tax-free money into different investments. And I want to teach the raza how to do that. There's not one person alive that can say they reached out to me on IG and I didn't give them this knowledge that they should teach this financial stuff inside school, but they don't. They need to revamp that system as well. They need to revamp immigration, the border, all the stuff that we talked about. Go ahead.
I just want to say this. That's what I do with my company. I'm an S Corp. I didn't know this, right? People get mad about Trump not paying taxes. Taxation is theft. Let's be honest. And who wants to be in business and giving your money, your profits to the government? So Trump working the tax code is what all Americans should do. It's there for a reason. It's not illegal. I said to say this. I'm for it, Mikey. I would like to, you know, if I could help you or I want to watch too, but I'm the same way. I have an S Corp. So with the S Corp, I use taxable, you know, shelters, basically retirement, 401ks, pre-Roth IRAs. There's certain ways to get your money to work for you, but at the same time, shelter yourself from the taxes. So I take a salary and then I put a lot of my money into my retirement. And that right there is a tax strategy that no one really knows about. They don't teach us this stuff. But thank God we got YouTube that we can do this. But yes, Mikey's correct, y'all. You need to get your money and quit waiting every year for your income tax check. All you did all year was give Uncle Sam an interest-free loan of your own money that you're getting back. That's pathetic, right? Me, I'm doing a tax extension at this point. You know, I'm tired of, I hate tax season. But the point is, there are ways to work hard and invest into either a company or some retirement accounts or even crypto, whatever you want. Be smart with your money, y'all. You got to learn how to work hard.
Don't make fun of tax returns. You're gonna piss off more Mexicans, cabrón.
Yeah, I better be careful.
Don't start dissing tax returns and shit. Hey, if you don't make enough tax returns and then blah 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 and all that, but you're right about the numbers.
Let's be honest.
When you make so much in the black, you are gonna pay taxes every time.
That's why you have to have these entities or these, you can even have LLCs. This is a whole other topic, right? But you can have certain things structured to where you can kind of, I don't want to say hide your money, but you can keep it sheltered from the IRS. And I'll leave it at that.
Tax codes. My man, I want to get your last thoughts on anything of anything. We also got Miss Chicano Tube in the building. Christy Maga's in the building. I appreciate you. I know she's there moderating, doing what she does. And then Norby's, who's going to be on the next town hall. That's on the 12th of February, 6 o'clock Pacific time. We already got Raskizi, homie hangout, Wayward Son. Okay, Chicano State of Mind, my brother Peter. All diverse, all different regions, all looking at things different, cabron. Okay, and then Nino America is going to be on there as well. That's not even half of the people that are going to be on there. And Si Se Puede will be moderating. Nino, I'm going to give you the floor. Last words.
I just want to say thank y'all. Thank you, Chicano Tube, Mikey, your wife, everybody out there that agrees, disagrees. Hey, this is a great thing about living in the United States of America. We can say what we want for the most part, especially on these platforms. But again, I humbly thank you for letting me be on here. Salute my wife in the chat. Salute Christy, my producer. And I'll just say this. Follow me on all platforms, Nino America, blase. Catch me. Your boy went viral. But this is the last thing I want to say. If you were to die tonight, where would you go? Now, I know you heard all your life about Jesus and about God, and I know you've been through a lot of problems. I'm talking to somebody out there. Tonight, when you lay down, ask God to show you his son. Ask God to reveal who this Jesus Christ is. And I believe that if you go to God earnestly and you ask him, he will answer you. The Bible says you have not because you ask not. So I say all that to say this. The Lord Jesus Christ, he died for you. He hit the grave for 3 days and he rose again and he defeated death. Amen. And all it takes for you to become a Christian, to be born again and to know that your salvation is secured and you're going into heaven is to simply believe the gospel, believe that Jesus Christ died for you and call out to him and only him. Romans 10:9. So like I said, tonight when you're laying down, ask God to show you who his son is. And I believe if you do it, he will show you. And with that, I just want to say that Jesus Christ is Lord. God bless America. God bless Donald Trump. And you ain't gotta like it.
Nino America's in the house. Hit that like on your way out. We're out of here. Midland, Texas, West Texas. Shout out. California. Shout out. We're out of here, you guys. We'll see you at the town hall, February 12th at 6:00.